Now, there are many stupid things that people do in their everyday activities. Some they get away with, while others force them back to reality. Some are hilarious and others are shocking to even believe that they actually happened if it wasn't captured on camera. Here are 10 stupid people made their own reality hit. Now, before we begin though, make sure you hit that subscribe button to get notified every day for more amazing content. With all that being said, let's begin. Number 10, action ball. When someone is taking a picture of you, it is best to look around and make sure that the coast is clear before you smile. Something this girl will forever live to remember and probably will never screw up again after being caught at the face by a perfect runaway action ball. If people were not too PC these days, we could call this picture a perfect campaign advert. But unfortunately, we foresee people calling the company out from profiting from the girl's misery. We can't really stress just how this picture was perfectly timed out, that it captures that moment when the connection has been made, but it still hasn't quite registered as far as this victim is concerned. The victim here does have the look of surprised amazement that presides being hit in the face, and we are sure that she is at least coming to terms with her current lantern life, even though that thought has yet not been given time to properly form. Her left eye is perfectly scrounged up, with her glasses half off her face on their way to wherever they end up landing, and we are sure there is no way she managed to keep them after that well-placed smack to the cheek. She looks as if she's in the brim of losing her cool, and we wouldn't blame her if she went on a complete rampage. Number 9, hose trouble. Now, in the midst of the summer heat, most of us have taken a drink from the garden hose on at least one occasion. Mind you, the average 25-foot garden hose only delivers water at 40 pounds per square inch. Now picture this, a fire hose in place of that green rubber variety. These heavy-duty hoses can deliver water up to 290 pounds per square inch. Someone from the Coast Guard of the United States found that out the hard way when he and his colleagues gave a safety demonstration to a group of elementary school students. In the photo, it appears that the Coast Guards were demonstrating how to use a water pump when the unlucky man was struck in the face with a thick, steady stream of water. The good thing is that he had on a life jacket, because he definitely headed for the water below. Whether it was staged or accidental, the kids standing on the dock certainly look amused by the entire situation. Even the teachers and other Coast Guards seem to be having a bit of a chuckle. Number 8, whale watchers. The natural road can be a stunning place. The wealth of animals and views you see by going off the track are unparalleled. If you want to get close to the whales, kayaking offers an experience like no other. By getting to the waters without engines, the boats aren't producing noise that scare animals away, and so you can get closer to them. That's what a group of tourists were doing off the coast of California in 2015. Two of them being a British couple, and they always dreamed of seeing whales in their natural environment. The boyfriend was a wildlife photographer, so he was particularly used to being close to wild animals. They were there with a group of friends when they had heard that there were whales in the vicinity. They were in the water for more than 3 hours watching the whales, and they were almost going to shore. You can clearly see them having a whale of a time in the video when the events were soon to get real. As onlookers watched on, one of the whales left from the water and came crashing down into their boats. For a frightening moment, the pair disappeared beneath the waves along with the whale, but they emerged soon after. Amazingly, they were not injured at all, and the boat suffered a minor dent. The two soon returned to the shore, and they said it was terrifying and it felt like being in an avalanche. Number 7, Quack. Now, selfies are a daily occurrence in today's world after all. For the most part, they are a harmless bop on the head from a selfie stick wielding tourist. As long as we are paying attention to our surroundings, it's all in good fun. We're always looking for new and exciting subjects to our marvelous self-portraits, but things don't necessarily go according to our plan every time. While out exploring with friends, this girl came across a rather sociable mallard. It really brings a new meaning to whole duck-face selfies, doesn't it? She lines up her shot, but didn't seem to have realized that the feisty green-headed drake wasn't quite ready for his close-up. In case you didn't know, ducks have teeth. Well, not really teeth, but more like rows of thin, sharp bristles that look and feel like teeth, especially when bitten. Now, we can't say with 100% certainty, but we are pretty sure this girl may have just found that out the hard way. Number 6, Cheesecake Trouble. This woman looks like she loves her cheesecake. We can be absolutely sure at the very least that this picture was taken right as her night was about to take a turn for the worst, as her long-awaited dessert made a last-minute man dash for freedom. The silver lining here is that she managed to screw this up because she was playing with her food. She was probably asking her friend to take the snap as she was proudly holding up the dessert like she prepared it herself. Now, we get some meals are worthy of taking photos, but just being excited about your meal is not really a reason to do so. For starters, the staff at the restaurant are all going to make fun of you behind your back, with nobody in your friend list being all that impressed by the fact that you can afford to eat out once in a while, making this potential outcome not even worth the risk. The fact that there is an actual Pentax camera on the table means this woman probably makes a habit of taking food selfies. We hope this incident helps her realize that she might have a problem to regard of unhealthy obsession with social media. Number 5. Swing low. Now, we all enjoy a good swing every now and then, no matter how old we are. At the same time, we sometimes have to come to terms with the fact that we might be too old to press our luck, or if you were those young kids who were determined enough to swing high to go all the way over the top. Now, whichever one of those you were, we are pretty sure this girl was in the latter group. We are not entirely sure what happened in the moments leading up to and following this photo, but it doesn't take a psychic to guess what happens next. Hopefully reality doesn't leave too big a bruise or lead her to become distrustful of playground equipment in the future. The reality has a funny way of awakening someone, you know, and we hope that this girl's instincts didn't fall out with the fall. Number 4. Grab the bull by the horns. The running of the bulls is something kind of baffling to think that it even still exists in 2018. You would think running around with rampaging bulls and crowds would become less entertaining, since now you can just watch videos like this one on your phone or computer instead of risking your life for entertainment. Now, this photo shows a man in a rather peculiar position with a bull during this event. We have heard of grabbing the bull by the horns, which it apparently is much safer than letting the bull grab you by its horns. Now, although this man survived, we are guessing after this photo he received a bit more damage than this bullhorn wedge. Maybe they should start a new event like running with the pugs instead. Wouldn't that be so much cuter and safer? Number 3. Campfire Bale. Now, this photo is definitely one that ended in severe pain, with the subject probably suffering burns and one hell of a bruised ego. It looks like this group of friends was out camping and decided to kick things up a notch. The fact that the two of the people in the background are carrying tall boys means they were most likely drunk at this point. Now, we're sure that most of us have been in this situation once or twice with stupid friends doing silly drunken things. Everyone has a friend like this, and they all make us thankful that they are willing to do all the ridiculous stuff to keep things interesting, so, well, we don't have to. Now, a good party needs someone like that, but when things are generally ending badly, we don't want to be that guy. We really dig the constipated look on his face when the realization dawns on him that he won't come out of this unscathed. His custom of Robin Hood and Batman is the best part of this shot, as it looks like it was made for a 12-year-old girl and definitely not suited for a grown man. Given the photo, however, we think that this guy isn't ever going to be ready to grow up, and we can only hope that he managed to miss barbecue alive over that pipe, although it looks like it is about to land on it hard and crush first. Number 2. Bullfighter. To a lot of the world, bullfighting seems incredibly cruel. The bulls rarely survive, and they are injured with a number of spears during proceedings that supposedly make things more entertaining. The fighters usually overcome their weakened adversaries, but on occasion things work out on the bulls' favor. This is exactly what transpired during an event in a festival in France in 2017. Things start as normal. The bullfighter, a 36-year-old Fernandino, steps in with the bull with his assistant helping him to keep the bull where it is supposed to be. The bull makes a few passes, but then things go wrong. Fernandino can be seen stumbling when he accidentally trips on his cape. The bull gets him and lifts him up into the air. He tries to run out of the way and his assistant comes to help him, but the bull manages to get him in once more. As it is led away, Fernandino can be seen lying on the ground, and at first the audience didn't realize anything is actually wrong and started cheering, thinking that it had all been brought under control. The mood, however, changed when they saw him being taken away from the ring by paramedics. Unfortunately, he suffered a heart attack on the ambulance and was pronounced dead on arrival. But at least he died doing what he loved. Number 1. Woman overboard. Every summer, hundreds of poolside selfies begin to surface. Sunburnt and clad in their swimwear, teenagers, young adults, and those young at heart whip out their camera phones and snap away. For every perfectly angled and filtered photo, however, there is an unintentionally hilarious one thrown into the mix. While posing in the pool, one young man managed to catch a real-life cartoon moment in the background of his shot. A group of 3 women are seen standing by the edge of the pool, but something's not quite right. One of the women, dressed in white, doesn't seem to be standing straight. In fact, it looks like she is toppling backwards into the pool and hasn't even realized it yet. However, there's absolutely no doubt on what happened next. Let's just hope she didn't have her phone in her pocket. Attention Daily Top Teners. We have breaking news. A new channel alert. The most entertaining channel on YouTube is finally here, and they are giving away free iPhone 10s. All you have to do is subscribe to come along to win. It's full of super exciting cool facts, riddles, life hacks, and mysteries to keep you entertained. But don't take my word for it. Click on the screen now to see the latest video, or click the round yellow sun looking button and subscribe now. Link is also in the description. See you all there.